what's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna react to this dev interview of Lvndmark with Brian, the lead game designer for Arena Breakout Infinite. There are some hard-hitting questions, there are also some upcoming updates, some that we already know of because I made this video specifically for Season 2 or the new season of Arena Breakout Infinite, which is going to be launching tomorrow as of this recording. It's going to be on April 29th. Going back to this video, we'll be reacting to what Brian will be giving, like the answers for Lvndmark's questions. There are some updates regarding a Steam release, some upcoming game modes, some more things that will improve the gameplay as a whole for Arena Breakout Infinite, and hopefully some of these answers to the questions can really help solve most of the current problems that the game has and will eventually make the game better as a whole in the long-term future as well. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the video.
Talk about some of the changes coming in the new season. So could you just tell us what players can expect for new content in season 2?
Okay, we're gonna pause here. So a bit of observation here. I know Lvndmark's a big extraction shooter content creator, no doubt, in Tarkov, and he's played Arena Breakout Infinite. Why not take Imao as your interviewer? I think he has the most experience with this game. Although yes, again, going back, Lvndmark does have the caliber of a great content creator for extraction games, being maining Tarkov, but he doesn't really play Arena Breakout Infinite consistently. He doesn't play this every day or every stream that he does. He's still maining Tarkov. So in my opinion, I think it made sense if you were being interviewed by an actual Arena Breakout Infinite content creator, right? And I also noticed, like, I feel like these are scripted discussions because, like, Brian is answering in Chinese. So I feel like these are already thought out conversations that they approve for sure. They approve for sure, and they're just like reading through a script. Very organized, facilitated, but it's still giving the right answers to the question.
我们新的赛季内容还是挺多的。我们有一张全新的地图，北山。我们有带来了一些新的游戏模式，比如说团队竞技、歼灭战。
Okay, I gotta stop there. So he mentioned three of the 4 game modes that I know of. I'm confused. So he mentioned team deathmatch, team elimination. Are those 2 different things? Like, those might be 2 different things, team elimination and team deathmatch. But I'm pretty sure I've tried team elimination. It's more of like a mini battle royale. 2 teams of 4 people will fight in a small zone, and the zone collapses as time passes by. So I think maybe in team deathmatch there's no zone. It's basically more team-based PvP. Then we have solo mode and then secure ops. So those are the only game modes that I know of, but he did mention team deathmatch, which kind of confuses me.
带给过玩家的一些内容也会在新的赛季以一些这个调优后的这个方式继续呈现给大家，比如说一些这个活动的玩法模式啊等等这些。除此之外，我们还有新的枪，新的枪皮。在新的赛季当中，其实我们通过各种方式会赠送给玩家非常多的枪皮。
Awesome. So we're going to be also seeing some of the old events come back, tweaked and improved upon. Is that right?
Yes. A lot of tricks on
cool.
things, yes.
Okay, cool. Because I remember playing on the one of the storm events on farm, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, we'll bring that mode back. Yes.
So yeah, confirmed the storm event is coming back for season 2. I personally did enjoy that. I wish I got to try it more. It's a fun game mode that really gives more of a challenge as you're also competing against the environment. That's actually an interesting event, and I'm really glad they're bringing it back for next season.
What can we look forward to? We're going to see balances to gear, ammo, armor. I know when I played the test server for season 2, it felt like there was some new recoil in there. So what kind of little tweaks can we expect to see in the new season?
Maybe nerfs to red ammo. Maybe.
是的，新的赛季我们做的改动还是挺多的。比如说像刚才你提到的这个枪械后坐力这一块，我们其实更改了一些这个我们枪械后坐力的一个这个模式，然后大体上把很多这个自动枪械回拉的这个功能给弱化了， 并且调节了一些后坐力大小。在护甲呀，在这个子弹方面，我们也延长了一些，增强了一些这个护甲的效用。
So they're saying they're buffing the armor. So does that mean they're gonna be longer TTKs? That might be the case, because like if they're making armor stronger, TTK is gonna be much longer. Prior to that, he did also mention that they're reworking the recoil or overhauled the recoil for some of the weapons, but most of the auto weapons. So having to play test the preview server for season 2, I only got to try out the new guns, the AK-12 and the MCX as ARs. I did notice a better controllability in terms of recoil, but I feel like the same is going to be applied as to most of the auto weapons. So I found some comfort in using those weapons. They're very stable and the recoil is not too crazy unless it's not built right. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned with that armor buff, as it might increase the time to kill for the game.
Have you guys done anything with ammo?
Here we go.
Red ammo is always a hot topic. Have there been any changes as far as the ammo goes?
弹药这个事情确实也是，就是如你所说，其实也是一个社区经常讨论的话题。我们在这个新的赛季里
Often. I see a post about this every single week in the subreddit of Arena Breakout in Twitter.
里面会去一步一步的去把这个弹药的这个出场率、高级弹药的对战频率控制在一个这个合理的范围内。我们现在的手段是通过调节价格的方式。
Their current solution for red ammo is increasing the price range of purchasing these bullets, which is kind of expected as how you would nerf or kind of balance these out.
另外就是像这种比较过强的强力的这个战术道具，比如说像 T7， 我们也会去同样的方式去调。
So they might also recalibrate T7s as well. The answers are not very clear. They're not really specific to how they're gonna change them or how are they gonna adjust them, both red ammo and T7s. There's no specific like answer. It's very vague. They're not really saying what they're gonna do, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
You guys have done a great job. Really being receptive to the community, and
I don't know about being receptive with, I mean, they are responsive in some cases, but there are also other cases they're really not responding as to why. One of the more prominent questions is, why have you not released on Steam yet? The game's very playable. The game's very stable. I don't see the point of like relying on your own native launchers to play the game. Or, I mean, in my experience, I've talked to some players or gamers of other games, and they've asked, what is this game? I've never heard about Arena Breakout Infinite. Or I also got a question or a comment saying, oh, it's out on PC already? Since when? So like there's some questions like that because the game's not easily visible because it's not on Steam. It's not being marketed strong enough on Steam or on other platforms. It's just coming from their website. They have been receptive in some issues or concerns that are very small. But yeah, again, progress, whether it's be big or small, is still progress.
Has this affected the loot amount in any way?
Yes. Loot 也是我们这个一个着重改的内容。我们现在的这个关于 loot 方面的原则是，我们希望玩家在任何的地图、任何的难度下面，其实都能赚到钱。所以我们把这个所有地图的loot 都做了增长。
I already saw a graphic that they posted, I think on Twitter, also on Reddit. It's going to be a more flexible gameplay for everybody because in the current version of the game, ever since it started in its current version as of today, every engagement or every gameplay is funneled into one location or hot zones specifically. If you look at your map, it's the red pulsing ones on the map. In every map, most of the time, you are funneled to those places. And that's where everything happens. If you're late going to those hot zones, you have nothing left to loot. And if you check outside of those hot zones, you don't get anything as well. You might get a good item, maybe 1 out of 10 raids, But still, it's a very low chance. I think what they're saying now is they're buffing the loot spawns for the entirety of all maps. Let's say you don't go to a hot zone. You can still get good loot outside hot zones, which is good. Like, it gives flexibility to players, again, as they said, because not everybody wants PvP. Honestly, like, some of them just want to make money. PvP is super fun, to be honest. I'm not denying that. But sometimes I want to make some money and to be able to prepare myself to fight sweats like that. People who want PvE so much also want to participate in it, but I don't have the money, or I don't have enough money to buy gear or weapons. In my current account, I've been playing around 1.8 to 1.6 million with my coins. I haven't been passing back to 2 million. There are some slumps where you're stuck in a specific range because you're just recycling the value over and over again. So again, we cannot really tell how it's going to be like unless we play it ourselves. Good for the economy as well. So everybody's going to get rich for this season. But I don't know if that's good or bad. Let me know in the comments below.
So I want to touch on the solo mode that you guys are adding in season 2, because this is something that really interests me. I predominantly stream, extraction games and shooters solo. I like to play solo a lot. So can you talk a little bit about the solo mode and how it works?
Okay, before Brian answers here, this is one of the more in-demand features of the game. Ever since it's like earlier stages, like release, people were like conflicted why we're forced to play in teams, because not everybody has like a group of friends or available friends all the time. I think everybody's experienced before, or as a solo player, that you've been kicked more times that you've started a raid. You're spending more time looking for a party that will accept you or team up with you, because most of the time they're gonna kick you, they're AFK, they're very picky with teammates. One thing I did is like, I was so impatient, let's just go solo. I played solo. But the problem is, if you queue in solo without a teammate, you're gonna be fighting a full squad, either of 3 people or 4 people, which is always gonna be a mismatch because you're playing outnumbered. I do hope they release it for all maps. But again, there is the factor of matchmaking. The player base is not healthy. Adding more game modes for other players to like disperse into different game modes will make the other game modes suffer in terms of matchmaking. Hopefully they do it for all maps, but let's see what Brian says.
有很多的玩家其实都像你一样，也是喜欢在游戏当中单人作战。Solo 模式就是为这样的玩家准备的。其实在这个单局对战当中可能会有更确定性的一个这个交战预期，并且你不用担心对方可能一支队伍里面有2个3个人，或者是不确定还有多少人，这种情况就不会出现。另外我们也想看一下，在这样子一个这个撤离射击游戏当中，我们用这种单人作战的方式让是不是会在这个
There's one more thing that I just remembered, and this is a concern thing, or you're gonna bound to experience this if you're participating in solo mode. Expect more camping. Expect more ratting. There's a bit of a drawback in that situation, but yeah, expect some more camping, more ratting in your solo game modes.
I can't really recall another extraction shooter that I've played with a solo only queue. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out.
So he's actually right. Most of the latest extraction games that have been released, none of them have solo mode. If they did have solo mode, they tend to release it later on when the game has aged a bit. Even Marathon doesn't have a solo mode. Why is that so hard though? Just give us the solo experience from the beginning. Why are we focusing on a team composition for an extraction shooter when you can clearly enjoy the game as a solo as well? Even casual players like to play solo.
Is it going to be on all the maps, or could we see it get added to all the maps? And will this be a permanent mode in the game?
目前 solo 模式只在2张地图当中我们会做，一个是北山，一个是电视台。未来的话，如果说
Alright, sorry. So okay, so solo mode's gonna be on Northridge and TV station. Okay, that's really cool. So you have 2 options for now, for now. They're only releasing it there because I feel like they'll be testing this feature out and see how the gameplay works specifically in that mode. So you have two options, which kind of satisfies your itch for specific maps. Let's say you want to play a bigger map, wider environment, go Northridge. But if you want a tight or close combat PvP engagements, TV station. So that's a good call that they included TV station, because in the preview of season 2, you can only play solo mode in Northridge.
说这个效果好，那可能我们就会把它设置为这个永久。
Okay, so that's you can read that subtitle right there. Then maybe we'll set it up as a permanent game mode. It's not permanent yet. So hopefully how this season runs, the new season runs, hopefully they keep solo mode as a permanent game mode in the future.
If everyone's running solo, it's going to be all lockdown level loot, right?
Yes.
There are also level requirements in reaching these specific game modes, guys. Like you can see from this graphic here, some of them you need to reach level 18, some of them you need to reach level 30, I think. Most of these game modes are not available right away as you start the new season. You have to level up your account a bit to be able to access these. Some other game modes are time scheduled game modes, so make sure to check those out when you get the chance.
You said there's some other new modes. I know there's team deathmatch, but there's also secure ops and team elimination. I haven't gotten to check those out yet.
Okay, going back to what I said earlier, we'll always give Lvndmark credits for being the veteran extraction shooter content creator, but Ima would have made more sense as he did play all of the game modes in that preview server. It's just kind of weird that Lvndmark is asking these kinds of questions, and he also did state, I didn't get to play this game mode. So it goes to show that he doesn't have the time to play Arena Breakout Infinite, as he's mostly focusing on Escape from Tarkov. Lvndmark's great, he's awesome, but I think it would have made more sense if it was Imao.
是你不会损失身上所携带的装备、枪械的。
This is basically that's it. This is what Secure Ops is. That entire subtitle right there. You don't lose your equipment that you bring in. In Secure Ops, you can freely play very casually, very chill. Like you can try out new weapons, you can try out new armor, you can try out different gun build strategies, as you won't lose anything that is not consumable, as far as I know, like, because I think you still lose bullets as you use them, healing items as well. In terms of your armor, the only thing you lose might be its durability, as I remember it. The only catch, I guess, is a better term, is every time you pick up an item, you get a red or gold item or purple, whatever that rarity is. At the end of the raid, after extracting, it will be converted into coins. So you will not be able to take those items to your base, to your shelter. They will immediately be converted to coin before you can go back to your base.
I think having a place for people, one, to just try out gear. You know, sometimes you build a gun and you're like, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. If I could just bring it in a match and start blasting people with it and see if I like it before I, risk it all in a lockdown or forbidden raid, that would be a lot of fun. And I think just having a place for people to practice as well, get more comfortable with the game before they run raids and start putting in that risk is, I think that's a nice little feature.
I'll add in one more thing for Secure Ops. There is a equipment requirement for that. So I think they also shared that on their socials. So there's some restrictions as well, and also minimum values of loadouts or equipment that you can bring in for specific raids. And I think Secure Ops also has that feature. So yeah.
I want to ask a little bit about some of the unlocks. I know when you guys brought in season 1, there were some unlocks added, like the stash space, and I think there was also a key tool that was added. But you could buy stash expansions. Are there gonna be any new things that we could unlock in season 2 through gameplay, whether that's stuff for your account or skins? Is there gonna be any like in-game unlocks that we can grind for?
我们在新的赛季当中也可以通过这个活动的方式去玩家可以获得这个安全项。
Oh, there is an event reward for a secure case. That's good. Hopefully it's at least 2x2, 2x2, or if we're lucky, 3x3.
Along with that, so we can unlock some skins. Are we gonna still be able to purchase ones as well? And have you guys made any changes to the monetization of the game?
Ooh, Good
在这
question.
个商业化这一块，我们在新的赛季当中的着重推出了捆绑包、直购这样子的一种这个付费形式。
So you can directly purchase bundles now. So if you like a specific bundle or a set of like I think skins for a weapon, you can directly buy them as an option. And also, it's funny how they're ignoring the pay to win. I mean, it's a debate. It's debatable. But for now, we're just gonna label it as a pay to win mechanic where you can purchase coins. This interview is very, very filtered. So I don't think they're gonna be asking that question at all.
This is a little bit, maybe we're probably not something for this next season, but is the game still planning to launch on Steam?
That's the best
I know this is
question.
a big thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, we understand, and so we will definitely launch the game on Steam in the future. Yes.
Future. What the? Hey, that's it. That's the answer. You saw the long pause. He doesn't have a date. I don't think they have a date for Steam launch. It's not in their priority, right? What the fuck? You saw that long pause after, yeah, we're gonna do it in the future. God, look at it again.
Yeah, we understand, and so we will definitely launch the game on Steam in the future. Yes.
Do we have
My
any...
God, that's 7 seconds of awkward silence. Even Lvndmark was expecting more of an answer from that. And here's the follow-up question.
Is there a set date for it?
我们内部其实一直有这样子的一个规划，但是其实我们也是一直在 push 我们的这个同事把这个日期不断的调前目前还没有一个可以对外说的。
What? Definitely for this season, this new season, we're still going to be relying on their native launcher to play the game. So we're not getting the game on Steam this season, and there's a high chance that we won't get it next season. This is such a weird answer from them though.
So I can't wait to check it out on the 29th. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate, devs like yourself being open to sitting down with players and just having a candid conversation and talking about the development of your game. So thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you, Tony, and it's a pleasure to talk with you. And actually, this kind of conversation also helps us a lot. Helps us very much. So we'd like to have this kind of talk more times in the future. Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the entire interview. There were some good answers to the questions, good questions from Tony as well. I'm just really underwhelmed or kind of disappointed with their answer regarding Steam release. I feel like it would help propel the game a lot to more players, more visibility, a broader reach to everyone who wants to play this game. They don't want to play it that it's not on Steam, because some people like that. It's a better convenience to have the game ready on Steam, ready to play it on Steam, as they have before when the game was in early versions of it. So they were expecting that the game would stay on Steam or playable on Steam in the next few updates or seasons. So very much looking forward to the new season, which is coming out tomorrow as of this recording. What do you guys think though? What do you guys think about the interview? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. What are your expectations for season 2? And if you haven't played this game, do check it out on playabi.com. Download the game for free, and you'll be able to check out the new season tomorrow on April 29th. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give a like. If you want to stay updated on this channel or any extraction games in general, don't hesitate to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.